to the 4th episode of Kicking It with Kim and Kwan. My name is Jay Kim.
And I'm Stephanie Kwan.
But,
Are you good?
I'm feeling a little bit off my game. We're in a new spot. We took a week break.
Yep.
What did you do last week?
Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. So, as I mentioned last episode, my best friend, she flew in. So I've just been really hanging out with her and her husband. And yeah, I've just been getting some quality time with her, which is really nice.
How long are they? When did they come and when are they leaving?
So they came last Monday and then they're leaving on Sunday. So they've been here for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a good amount of time.
Yeah, I house sat for them. That was kind of creepy.
You house sat for them?
I house sat for them over the weekend because she came in for her brother's wedding. So
Wait, I'm confused.
yeah, what's going on?
You went all the way to Australia?
No. For her family, I house sat for her family that live in California.
Okay.
She came here and then I flew to Australia.
Yeah, just to look after the
Just
house.
to look after the house because I'm just that good of a friend. No, I house sat for the family because the whole family went to the brother's wedding.
How's Australia?
So that was kind of creepy.
Why?
They live in a 2-story house.
Uh-huh.
And it was just me by myself with the dog and the 3 cats, but it was creepy.
It's a lot of cats.
Yeah.
They didn't keep you company?
No. They didn't. The dog kind of did.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like being in a house by yourself at night like that was creepy.
Yeah.
It was kind of spooky.
Like a place you don't know.
Yeah.
Did you sleep there as well?
I did sleep there.
That's freaky.
Yeah. And then, so like during the day it was fine, right? I'm like, oh, like whatever, having the house to myself. I can just like lounge around, whatever. And then at night I'm like thinking of scenarios in my head just in case I need to defend myself somehow.
God.
I'm like, what is the closest thing around me that I can use as a weapon?
What area was
In
this?
Buena Park, and it's a gated community
dude.
too.
I thought you were like out in the middle of a forest or something.
No, Buena Park in a gated community. It was, I don't know, it was just spooky.
Well, I'm glad you made it back
I made
safe.
it back. I survived the gated community of Buena Park.
Those can be scary at times.
Yeah. How have you been since the last
I was
since our
doing
last
good.
episode? Yeah.
I was doing good. Yeah, I'm all right.
Are you sure?
I'm all right. I'll be okay.
Okay. Do you want?
Today I'm just a little bit sad.
Oh, would you like to expand a little bit more?
No, that's okay.
Okay, we're just a little sad today, and that's okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll maybe by the middle of this episode, I'll feel a little bit bitter.
Bitter.
Better.
From sad to bitter.
No, that was just a fobby tendency that I have. Mispronouncing words.
Which we will get into more today.
Yeah, so today I thought we should
We can never take a break ever again.
today. Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're going to be talking about just our identities as Asian Americans.
Yeah.
And what that entails, I guess, just like growing up.
Yeah, so our first episode, we coined the term fobby tendencies, and I think after we finished recording that episode, I was really trying hard to think about a fobby tendency, but I ended up coining another term.
Which is?
I'm trying to remember. Immigrant children tendencies. Because
I am an immigrant.
Yeah. Well, I guess it could also be immigrant tendencies. But for me specifically,
Right.
immigrant, does that sound weird? Immigrant?
Children of immigrant tendencies. That sounds so long.
Immigrant child tendencies
Okay.
/ immigrant tendencies.
Okay.
So I was thinking one of my
You're one of your children?
one of my children, my immigrant child tendencies is I feel like within the Asian culture, we're very superstitious.
Okay, like what?
So the number 4 is bad luck.
Mm.
So since it's bad luck, I don't do anything in fours. Like,
Does most of that superstition come from like your Chinese side or your Indonesian side?
Chinese side.
Okay.
Yeah, because 4 is a bad luck number. So when I was feeding Chi treats after that first episode, I only gave her 3.
Not 4.
I didn't give her 4 because if I gave her 4, I would have had to give her 5. And I
5
felt
was
like
too
5
many.
was too many treats.
Too many.
Yeah, so I stopped it at 3.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. But then my mom says when you're dating someone in terms of age, you have to either date 4 years older or 4 years younger because it's like a table and it's stable. And I don't know where that came from, but to me, I'm like, well, 4 is a bad luck
What?
number. Why are we dating 4 years ahead?
Yeah. So it works in some scenarios.
Yeah.
And well, thank you for caring for my cat to make
Yeah.
sure she doesn't die
Of course.
after eating 4 treats.
Of course. She would never get 4 treats.
I think in Vietnamese culture, you can't take a picture with 3 people in it
Oh, you can't?
because one of them will die, I think.
Oh, what the?
So you always have to have. I think that is what it is. Somebody fact check me on that.
So it's like 3 total or like you and then 3 more?
3 total. It can't be 3, I
Okay.
think. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Something like that. There's a number where you can't have that many people in the photo.
Okay.
So they'll always grab somebody else or somebody will leave the photo.
Interesting. Yeah. Do you have like any immigrant tendencies? Like I definitely have more, but that's just to give an example.
They're hard to think of on the spot, but I've definitely had conversations with people who listen to our podcast and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, that's my phobby tendency kind of thing. And I couldn't tell you what those tendencies are or who I had those conversations with, but
Yeah.
I've had more than 2,
Okay. Okay.
which is impressive considering we have 3 listeners.
That's amazing. Look at us grow. Look at us go and look at us grow. I had another one for Lunar New Year. There's a lot of like just kind of going back on the Asian culture being very superstitious. When you're preparing for Lunar New Year, there's like a bunch of things that you have to do. So you have to clean the day before New Year's. And you can't do any cleaning
Yes.
during the actual day of.
Yes. You also can't cut your hair or something.
You can't cut your hair, everything. Like the day of, you have to wear new clothes. Typically, you wear red. So this past Lunar New Year, I accidentally vacuumed.
Oh.
And I'm not even joking you, like the week after I got sick. So I was like, oh my God, it's probably because I vacuumed. And the whole thing is like, it's like you clean your luck away.
Uh-huh.
So that's why you're not supposed to clean.
Or when you cut your hair, you cut your...
I think you cut the luck away.
Uh,
Something like that. But I was like,
oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I got sick.
I think in Japanese and possibly Korean culture, you're not supposed to stick your chopsticks straight into the rice.
Is that bad luck or is it etiquette?
It's like you do that for when you put out food for your dead relatives.
Oh.
So it's got to be something bad about maybe ghosties.
Ghosties.
I think that's what it is.
Interesting.
There's a lot of stuff with numbers too. I feel like in Chinese culture, like
Yeah, 8 is a
8.
lucky number.
hence 88 rising.
88 rising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super interesting.
Yeah. Are there any like Korean superstitions that you can think of off the top of your head?
No, but my mom loves to speak on the speakerphone full volume in a very small enclosed space, and it hurts my ears. We'll be in the car and she'll just max volume on her speakerphone, just scream into her phone. Much like our first episode of this podcast.
When we were screaming.
Yeah,
Is that where you got it from?
it had to be. Yeah.
Just screaming on the speaker.
Yeah. But I feel like I'm getting old now too, because
Are you doing that too?
whenever I like brush my teeth or whenever I'm in the shower,
Yeah.
or doing skincare, just like prepping for the night, I have my shit blasting like an audiobook on full volume. And my house is pretty small, so my mom can hear everything. So I'm sure I'm getting her back. I'm getting back at her for all those years that she
So
was
are you
screaming.
you're getting it from your mom, or you're just getting old?
Dude, I don't know. I think it's me getting old. I noticed that older people like just full blast their speakerphones when they don't need to.
Yeah.
Like they can hear just fine, like mid volume. I think.
Is that another thing adding to the list of things that you do when you're closer to 30 slash
yeah.
in your 30s?
Just you wait. One more year.
One more year.
You're just gonna be blasting your speakerphone too.
But I feel like I had another immigrant child tendency. I think we kind of touched on it last episode where we were talking about kind of like hoarding things. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's definitely like looking around my house, there's a lot of things that are being hoarded.
I'll use that one day.
What?
That thing that you're hoarding.
Yeah.
Like one day I'll need it. I'm gonna really regret it if I throw it away.
But
and
like
then I'll need it.
In my fridge right now, I'm not even joking you, is a butter that's carved into a turkey.
What?
It's a butter shaped turkey.
Turkey shaped butter. Okay.
It's in the fridge, and I'm not even joking you, it's probably been in my fridge for like 2-3 years. And is it opened? Has it used?
Ew.
Nope.
I want to see that after
Do you want
this.
to? Okay, I'll show you the.
We have a new setup. Today we are podcasting out of Stephanie's living room.
Yes.
My first time here.
Yeah, welcome to my home.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thank
I parked
you.
in the garage in Priscilla's spot. Priscilla is Stephanie's mother, who we refer to as
Priscilla.
Priscilla.
But yeah, thank you for
That can't be an Asian thing.
Oh, absolutely not.
That's
but I
an
would never
American
call
thing.
her. I would never call her Priscilla.
To her face.
To her face.
Just imagine.
I did. Okay, so when I was younger, I was fighting with her, and so we had these little magnets we got from like one of those like Hawaiian stores.
Yeah, like a souvenir magnet.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a Hawaiian store in Hawaii. It was like a Hawaiian store somewhere here in California, and it says
what?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's a Hawaiian store somewhere in California that sells like the Hawaiian chocolates and just a bunch of different Hawaiian merch here. So we have magnets with our names on it that has the Hawaiian translation of our names. So her name in Hawaiian is Prakila, something like that. So when we were fighting one day when I was younger, I called her by her Hawaiian translated name, and she lost her shit. She was so mad at me.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
It's not even her real name.
Not technically not, which is why I thought it would be okay, because I think I was trying to like, I can't call her Priscilla to her face.
Yeah.
But I tried to find a loophole, and I did not find that loophole. But yeah, I think as I was thinking about this topic, it kind of made me think of, since we are Asian American, there are certain values that we keep that are Asian versus maybe more American values. Yeah,
there's so many. I feel like, but it's so ingrained in our lives.
Yeah. How do you, not that you would like pick and choose, but like what made you keep maybe certain Asian values versus keeping, that's my neighbor, keeping...
Oh shit, I'm in Priscilla's spot.
Oh my God, we have to add this. Versus like keeping American values or traits or...
Yeah, there's things that I don't like about Asian kind of culture and norms. There's things I hate about American ones as well.
Is there anything that's coming to your mind?
Like, I feel like, don't come for me, but like I feel like Asia is a little bit more misogynistic.
No, it's true.
Not that there isn't misogyny here, because it is very rampant here, but I don't know, I somehow feel like it's worse over there. Maybe not as blatant, but it's like super set into society.
No, for sure.
But then again, I'd have a hard time saying what's real or not, because I haven't lived there for an extended amount of time. It's just things that I've noticed, I guess.
Yeah.
But like I like the collectivism there, where it's a little bit more family oriented, a little bit more society oriented, a little bit more like, watch out for your neighbors kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Whereas here it's like, fuck you, I'm getting mine.
Yeah, that is true. It's kind of yeah, everyone to themselves almost.
A little bit more. And it comes out in super subtle ways that I could not tell you right now.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. What about you?
It's just like a little thing, not to like the extent of the whole culture. But my sister and I, we had this conversation a while ago about our comfort foods.
Okay, yeah.
Dramatic switch here. So I told her my comfort food is mac and cheese or like
That's
grilled
weird.
cheese.
To me, that's weird.
Why is that weird?
I'm more like your sister.
Yeah, because I think my sister's more like a rice dish or like
Yes.
some kind of porridge. That's her comfort food.
Yes. I like soup. Comfort food.
I'm not a soupy person.
Like, what's an American comfort food? Like, fucking grits or something?
I mean, I could be. Do we? I don't know, because I think like, you know, there's American comfort or restaurants that serve comfort food.
Which is typically Southern, no?
Yeah.
So grits.
So grits. I guess grits is someone's comfort food, but that could also be kind of similar to porridge, no?
Ew, no.
What? It's like, I don't know.
Maybe. I don't want to yuck anybody's yum, but...
Yeah. That was such like a visceral reaction. That grits was like similar to a porridge.
I love porridge. Porridge is so
Do you not like
clean.
grits?
Do you think... Okay, you know when you get sick,
Yeah.
what does your family feed you?
Soup.
Soup?
Like chicken in my stomach is growling. Yeah, like...
But if they fed you porridge, how would you feel?
I'd be cool with it.
If they fed you grits, how would you feel?
I don't know if I'm a big grits person. I've had grits a couple times,
Yeah.
but it's not like craving grits.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think my comfort food is like pho.
Oh.
Or like kimchi stew. Or like fermented bean paste stew. Yeah. Something like really stinky.
The stinkier.
Yeah.
The more comforting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Things that I grew up with. Did you grow up with mac and cheese?
I did.
Like box?
Oh yeah, like Kraft mac and cheese. My shit.
So that's
growing
your
up.
comfort food? Or okay, if I were to get you like a $26 plate of mac and cheese, is that still comfort food?
I feel like not as comforting as like the box mac and cheese, but I mean it still would be.
So it's like tied to your
Childhood.
and
Yeah.
what you grew up with.
Yeah.
Did your sister grow up here?
She moved here when
Or maybe her diet was different?
my sister, so it's my half sister.
Right.
So she moved here, I think, to go to college.
Oh.
Yeah. So like her, I guess, like formative years are in Indo.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But even though I grew up with like Asian food and stuff, it's not like I only was just eating mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still,
Huh.
yeah. Mac and cheese over, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love noodles.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Oh my god. I always ask this question
yeah.
to everybody. But can you remind me what your ranking for carbs are? Noodle, rice, bread?
Noodle one.
Really?
Yeah, I am such.
But you don't like soup?
I do, but it's like I can have dry noodles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like dry noodle over soupy noodles.
You're an Indomie girl.
I'm an Indomie girl. It's literally in my blood. Bread too.
What?
Yeah.
Rice 3?
Rice 3. I don't know why. I'm not a big rice gal. I think I mentioned that maybe last episode. I'm not a big rice gal.
That's wild.
I know. It's so...
So if you had to give one up, it would be rice.
Yeah.
Me is rice 1, noodles 2, bread 3.
Yeah, I know. You're not a big bread person.
Yeah, I rarely.
But I feel like Asians have such good bread.
Yeah?
It's not like I just want like a slice of Wonder Bread, you know. I want...
Like I could go the rest of my life and not have a sandwich.
Really?
And I'd be okay. Like an American ham and cheese.
But like, what if like a really gourmet ham and cheese sandwich?
Like how gourmet
I
could it be?
don't know, with like just really good meats and
Like a
really are artisanal bread.
like a New York corner
Sure,
store
sure.
type vibe.
Sure.
Yeah, I could do without it. Yeah. Bread is just so useless. Okay, but I like 85.
Yeah, but that's bread.
But I could still give it up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I hardly ever crave bread. Like, what else is bread? Like a Pop-Tart? I don't know.
That's more like I guess technically that would be a pastry, but I guess that could be like bread
yeah,
could be
85 is a pastry.
I don't think we could count Pop-Tart for
No, toaster strudels.
cheesy bread.
Yeah, like garlic bread I could do without.
Really?
Texas toast I could do without.
Like a good cheesy bread is like it hits the spot. Like I was craving cheesy bread at like 10:30 this morning.
like a melt cheese melt. You know when
What?
the amount of it's bread.
Yeah.
2 breads, cheese in the middle, melted grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese,
oh my
yeah.
god.
I'm really hesitant to drink my tea because the ice in the metal cup is not happening. So I'm sorry if this is.
Tea is Asian.
Tea is very Asian.
Do you like your tea sweetened?
It depends on the tea.
American sweet tea. McDonald's $1.
I could do sweet tea, but I only do sweet tea if it's iced.
I am a slut for Arizona tea,
Yes.
but I haven't had it in a few
I know.
weeks.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
If it's cold, I'll do sweet, but if it's hot, no sweetener.
Oh,
Yeah.
hot or cold, no sweet.
Is your mom or like do you have family that's like anti drinking ice water?
My grandparents would tell me not to drink cold water during my meal,
Yeah.
but I love drinking water during my meal. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they would say that. I think they said it was like bad for your digestion.
Yeah.
They also hated it when I would lie down during my meal because they would.
During?
Yeah.
Wait, you're eating
They
with
wouldn't
your...
let me leave until like
Oh.
I finished every
Oh, I
morsel.
thought you were like
Because of-
laying down while you were eating, and I'm like, that doesn't sound. Yeah, I don't think I would let you do that either.
But they would like tell me I would turn into a cow if I like. Oh my gosh! Okay, now that I'm thinking about my grandparents, I'm getting a lot.
Okay, yeah,
Like I used to shake my legs.
and they wouldn't like that.
They wouldn't like that. They said I was shaking my blessings away.
Oh,
They didn't like it when I would whistle at night.
did you do that often?
Yeah.
Often enough that it was like a rule
Yeah. Because snakes would come out or something.
in Torrance.
In yeah, no, they were in LA when I used to come over. They would like watch over me during the weekends and stuff.
But snakes in LA?
Yeah, snakes. They could be on a plane. They could be in LA.
You never know. You're right. You're right. I shouldn't have assumed. So
That's a clip.
So you can't whistle at night.
Yes.
But you can whistle in.
I feel like isn't that what like Mexican kids grow up hearing, like chupacabra or something? How is that one called?
Oh, I don't know. If you whistle at night?
I don't know. I feel like
What if it's not even a thing? They just were so annoyed by your whistling because you were just whistling so much at night and they're trying to go to sleep. So if you keep doing it, the snakes are going to come and get you. It's not even a thing.
I would pick out my lips a lot. They said I would get like swelled lips when I grew up. But now
Do you?
I still pick at my lips like on the daily. I don't know. It's like one of those bad habits that I don't care to break. Is that gross?
Do you think?
I feel like you're licking at my lips.
I am. I'm like, are they swollen? Are they swollen? They look fine.
Yeah, they look fine.
They don't look like just when you're not talking. Are you just gonna
Purse my lips.
Yeah, they look fine. It doesn't look like you peck at your lips.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like it's one of those like fidgety things that I like to do.
Do you think that's like a culture thing or things that they just told you?
I have no idea.
So you
I
would
need
stop
somebody else
doing
to tell
something?
me. I need somebody else to tell me.
I feel like the shaking leg would check out.
Yes, that one I've confirmed with several other
Koreans or Asians.
Asians. Yeah. Were you a failure growing up?
In like what what sense?
I don't know. In your family's eyes.
I would say yes, because I think my mom really wanted me to turn out like a certain way.
Yeah.
Like my mom, she did like accounting and stuff,
Yeah.
and she's really big with numbers, and that was just never my thing. Hence is
Yeah.
why I'm in the mental health field.
But you do data.
Yeah, but that's different. Like bigger numbers, I guess. I don't know, but like she thought I would do like business. Like she's very like business oriented, and I was never like that. So I wouldn't say a failure, but I think it was just like she had a different expectation for me. And I think that's kind of common. I don't know if that's like an Asian thing, or maybe no, it's an Asian thing for sure. Like just having
I think it's an immigrant thing.
yeah.
Yeah, like we came to this country so that you could succeed, and you're like, I didn't ask to be brought here.
I wasn't asked to be. I didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask. To be, yeah, it's like it's such a. I don't want to say twisted, but it's like
Complicated.
it is very complicated.
Because, yeah, we didn't ask to be raised here and grow up with some of the values of American culture.
Like I didn't even think like, because by the time my parents came here, I was born here, so I didn't even experience growing up, in Asia.
But they were like raising us with Asian kind of, not tactics, but like mindset, lens, philosophies, cultural ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's like, I can't, and I think growing up, you do take things for granted when you're growing up, because you don't really know, right? Like you don't, unless like you've had it really hard, then I guess maybe you have that to compare it to. But like my mom would say, like kind of like compare life in Indo, and it's like, well, I didn't have that life. Like I only know this, so it's hard for me to compare the two, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, my mom's always like, you don't know what it's like to be hungry. I'm like, I don't, thank you. Like, why do you, like, she says that when I'm not working hard enough. And she's like, you don't know what it's like, to live that kind of life. And I'm like, yeah, I really don't. So I'm just going to do the best that I feel like I can.
And it's like, I'm sorry, I didn't live that life. What am I supposed to do? You did bring me here. Like this, this is the only life I know. I don't know walking to school and stuff.
Yeah.
So
you didn't walk to school?
I didn't walk to school because I was out of district. District. Yeah, I didn't go to
Were you one of those bus kids?
No, my mom drove.
Dang, how long?
She drove me like pretty much up until...
But like how long was the commute?
Oh, like 10 minutes.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No.
I thought it was like a 40-minute drive.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Dang.
Yeah, but like up into high school, she dropped me off.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a car, but yeah.
I have more hope for the kids who are going to be born from our generation. But I feel like more and more the people in our generation are like, I don't think I want to have kids.
Yeah.
And that's getting a little bit more normal.
For sure. I was just actually having this conversation with my partner, Al, about coming. Coming and cummies. Like being an immigrant child of an immigrant.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, almost like a pressure to like break kind of just like all this like generational shit. Because if I were to have a kid, like I wouldn't want my kid to be responsible for having to like retrain and relearn things, if that makes sense.
In what ways?
Like like communication. Like love my mom, but our communication is not good.
Yeah.
We're not really communicative about feelings and stuff, and I didn't realize until I started doing work on myself, like, oh, it's okay to have feelings.
Yeah.
That's normal. Like we're all human. We have feelings. But I think growing up, I was shamed for it. Like my mom and I would get in these like explosive fights, and then I would cry, and then she would yell at me for crying. And it's like,
whoa.
Yeah. It's like, why? She's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, you're right. I shouldn't be crying. Like, and then I think that training with that mindset, like, was not. good.
Yeah. I want to know more about like generational trauma
Yeah.
and how we can heal from that.
Yeah. There is a book I've been wanting to read.
Yeah.
It's called It Didn't Start With You. So if anyone,
That's so
I haven't read
sad.
it. Yeah. So if anyone needs a book on generational trauma, Didn't Start With You. I don't know the author off the top of my head, but that's supposed to be, because I was like I was telling Al, I was like, I look at my mom's relationship with her mom and it's very
Yelly. Mine is.
Yeah. It's like very, I don't know what word I'm looking for. It's just
Combative? Aggressive? Abrasive?
It's not a good relationship.
Not healthy.
Yeah.
Not communicative.
Not communicative at all.
Yeah, same with my mom.
And it's like, I can only imagine if like that's what their relationship is like. What is my grandma's relationship like with her mom, or like what did that look like?
I'm probably the same.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Like me and my mom are good now. Like we hardly have any fight. I haven't had a single fight since I moved back in with her. Like like 3 years ago. Yeah, it's been different. Like we're just kind of roommates now.
Okay.
We're just vibing. Like there's like days where I don't even see her, kind of thing. But I was thinking when you were talking about communication that nobody taught me how to apologize to somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah. That was never modeled for me. I mean, a healthy relationship wasn't modeled for me either.
Same.
But I don't think that's not exclusive to
apologizing and
immigrants.
Yeah. I don't.
Oh, but you think so? There's some aspect of it that is kind of immigrant related.
I think so.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I don't know, because.
So healthy relationships were very difficult for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Growing up.
I can see that. Not see that, but like I can.
Yeah, no, like.
Yeah, I get that. No, but like I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, like it was just toxic relationships and unhealthy communication styles, and I had a lot of anger.
In your relationships?
I had the K rage.
The K. That's it.
It's like
I've never heard of that.
Korean rage.
I've never heard of that.
There's this deep sense of like
Rage.
anger that I had to like work through.
Is that a term, K rage?
It is common enough where some people would know what you're talking about.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, there's this thing called Han in Korea. It's like this like deep sense of sorrow and like rage and anger that like supposedly all Koreans are born with.
It's the generational trauma. That's what that is.
I think that's their interpretation of the generational trauma from being colonized and always being at war and growing up like as a poor country kind of thing. But yeah, like it's interesting because looking back, like I felt it without knowing what it was. And yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I guess that's something that I would choose from our earlier conversation about American versus Asian kind of values, is the openness to like therapy and working through your feelings and thinking about them and talking about them with your friends or a therapist or
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like being like, and it shouldn't be, but I feel like when you think of vulnerability and like openness and like emotions, I think like American culture, and I feel like it shouldn't be because again, like feelings are normal. We all have feelings, but it's like, I definitely tie that more to American values.
Yeah, I feel like that's starting to catch on, at least in Korea from what I've seen. They're trying to be more open to like therapy or counseling or whatnot, but yeah, it's definitely a few steps behind in Asian countries.
Yeah, and I think mental health in general, that's been something that is definitely getting more talked about. So I can see like other countries, I don't want to say like jumping on that train, but it is something that is getting more talked about.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if I had siblings, I would probably be the black sheep. Failure.
Yeah, are you a failure?
I think my mom's given up.
What do you mean by that?
Like I think she wanted me to like be a lawyer or a doctor or an engineer or something like that. something that makes a lot of money. Mm-hmm. But I was like, no, I'm gonna do liberal arts. Which is funny because my mom was a dance major.
Oh.
So she did like jazz and contemporary, and she has her master's in like some sort of some body thing, maybe like kinesiology or like PT or something. I don't know. Probably not PT, but something about the body. And she was like a huge dancer, and she like came to America a couple times to like dance and teach and things.
So
like
that's why she. Is that why she
taught in Chicago?
Oh.
So yeah, that's where I ended up. My first year in America, I was in Chicago. Oh. And then eventually to California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she move to California to like continue to pursue dance?
No, she moved because my grandma lived here in Torrance.
Okay.
So we kind of moved in with her. Mm-hmm. And yeah. And then I've been, a SoCal kid ever since.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know Emo was a dancer.
Yeah, she's huge on dancing. In our old house, we had like a huge mirror in the living room, so she could just like practice at home and stuff. And then she was like so proud of me when I like danced in high school.
Oh.
She would like come to all my like shows and like.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, she was like super proud of me. But that's
interesting though. Like she pursued this like kind of art route and then
forced me or wanted to be.
And I feel like maybe that's why like
she's like, this didn't work out, you should do something safer.
Yeah,
probably is what she was thinking,
which makes sense, but interesting.
Did you go through any like tutoring programs when you were younger?
I don't think I did. No, I didn't.
You escaped that part of the
I just got yelled at over math homework at home.
I went to this after school program. My mom put me in SAT prep when I was the summer of 8th grade.
I was gonna say, you were young. I remember you were...
Before going into high school, I started SAT prep. Because my mom was, I don't know, gunning for success for me. And I hadn't taken geometry because I was a little bit slow at math when I was younger. I was actually a really stupid kid.
But I didn't take geometry. That's why I don't understand. Like there's these kids.
You didn't take geometry?
Not till sophomore year.
Yeah, I took it in like 10th grade.
But there's some kids, like when I was interning at a school, like there were kids taking geometry in 8th grade, and I was like, what?
Oh wait, was it 10th grade? Was it 9th grade? I did geometry, trig, probably. And then, no, I think it was 10th grade. I didn't take geometry until I was 10th grade. And they had me fucking working on geometry. Like, geometry's in the SAT math section. So I would be like, I don't know how to do geometry.
Yeah.
And then the person who was at the principal of the academy or whatever the fuck was like, oh, it's okay. You don't have to do those portions and it'll be fine. Just give us your money kind of thing. So my mom enrolled me stupidly. She didn't know any better. I was getting detentions every week.
You got detention in SAT school?
Yes. Every week they would make me do standards where you like write like I will not fail. I will like fucking Bart Simpson.
I will not fail.
I will do better in math or whatever the fuck. Like it wasn't even like helpful punishment.
It was like they were hoping you'd like manifest.
It was so stupid. And
you were just manifesting at that point.
I would tell the teacher because there was some sort of disconnect between the teachers and the principal of the academy. And they didn't let them know that I was in 8th grade, not knowing geometry or algebra 2. And so I would get detentions every week. But I would have like tennis practice afterwards. And so I would be like, I have to go to tennis. And I would just leave.
Wait, so you would go to school.
Yeah.
And then after school, you would...
In the summer.
Oh, in the summer.
In the summers, I would every Saturday.
It was once a week?
Summer. No, it was every day in the summer.
Oh.
But once a week on Saturdays, I would go to like Korean school.
I did Chinese school on a Saturday.
Yeah, that was rough. Did you go to your church or something?
It was just this like company, and they would rent out like high schools.
Yeah, okay, same here.
Okay, yeah, they rent out high schools, and they would just teach there on a Saturday.
Yeah. Man, that was hell.
I did not enjoy that. I did not enjoy that. And I wish I did take it seriously.
Oh.
School on a Saturday. I was like, I want to watch cartoons.
I know.
It's Saturday morning cartoons.
I know. Those were the best cartoons.
Yes. I was like, I want to watch Recess. I want to watch Doug. Like, I don't want to be at school.
Yeah. Like, I didn't have cable growing up.
Same.
Poor.
Because, yep.
I was food stamp child. So definitely no cable. But like, yeah, those Saturday cartoons on like Kids WB and shit slapped.
Yes.
So I would like sometimes, you know, try to be sick.
Oh, I never did that.
Oh, you're such a good kid.
I was kind of. I think good in the sense of like rule following.
Yeah.
But I talk back a lot.
Yeah. This is off topic, but speaking of school, Stephanie and I are the only ones that had a chess club growing up at school, but we went to different districts.
Oh my god, you know what's wild?
Huh.
And like my notes app of pod ideas, I put stuff about the recorder.
The recorder?
Yeah.
You had recorder class, right?
Yeah.
So did I.
That's why. Okay, yeah. So Jay and I, we both had. I'm assuming it was probably the same chess company. We're both in different districts. And then I remember my guy would ask us questions.
My guy.
My chess teacher. He would ask us questions and then would answer, and he'd be like, "Are you sure? Are you positive? Are you crazy?"
Wait, that sounds super familiar. And he would say, my guy would say, "Chip, chip, Frito-Lay."
Oh, I don't remember if my guy did that. But then if you signed up for their chess club, they would give you a little traveling magnetic chess set that you can like travel with.
Yes, I got that too. I
didn't sign up, but I like wanted to sign up because I wanted to get the little.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yes.
But we're like all over the place. But
yeah,
whatever. Yeah, the recorder. I thought recorder was a universal thing.
Yeah,
to
I
learn
thought
recorder,
so too.
But apparently it's not.
Yeah, BAG, B.
Is that hot cross?
BAG. I don't know.
Hot cross buns. Wow. Let us know if you had recorder or chess club, because I'm really curious what people had during their elementary school. Because I think, you know, you're so just in this bubble and you just assume it's
everybody has it.
Yeah. If you had chess club or chess class or you learned recorder, let us know. Just curious.
Yeah, no, I am curious. I'm also curious about everybody's like different experiences with like growing up.
Yeah.
As an Asian American.
Yeah, let us know. But wait, did you cry over like math homework?
I cried every other day.
Because of the SAT class or just
Oh no, because of calculus.
Oh.
I just didn't understand it.
Yeah, I just remember being confused in math. Yeah, I was just... Yeah, I don't know. I was like okay student.
Yeah?
I remember I did have to do this like after school math program though.
Like a Kumon type?
It wasn't Kumon. Actually, I did lie. It was like within the school. I don't know. They started a program.
That's nice.
And they were like, hey...
community program.
Yeah, like in the school. So I would go after school and like they would help me with math. And it was the principal's daughter.
Oh, wow.
Doing this like program.
Do you know how old she was? Was she like older looking or like younger looking?
She looked younger.
That's cool.
So as like a 10-year-old, she looked like in her 30s, but I'm sure she was probably like in her 20s. It's like 20s. Yeah.
I remember when I was growing up, like the third grade, as a third grader, the fifth graders would look so huge. And then you become a fifth grader and you're like, I'm still not huge.
Were you? Well, you said you were like a frail kid. Were you like a skinny kid growing
lanky,
up?
skinny. No, not even lanky. I was short and skinny.
Oh, I was like a taller kid.
You had like your growth spurt early?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of plateaued?
Yeah, I think I plateaued after.
Yeah, I remember the girls in my class, they'd be like hella tall. And then we'd like, all of a sudden, like we'd be at the same height. And then I'd be like way taller kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And then you eventually plateaued.
Yeah. 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 Unfortunately.
Wow, what
oh my god! Speaking of height,
yeah,
I went to Korea one time, and they have this weird technology where they can predict how tall you're going to be.
Sorry.
Isn't that wild?
I'm trying to drink this drink as quiet as possible.
And they told me I'd be around 170 to 175 centimeters. I think is what they use for.
Wait, when do you like when you're born, or like when you're a kid, or how does this?
I was maybe in my 10s.
Okay.
Like preteens, maybe.
I was in my 10s. You were in your 10s?
Is that not a thing?
Teens? Preteens and teens?
Adolescents. But yeah, I went, like, when I was, like, large enough or old enough to remember.
Okay.
And they, like, put me under this, like, x-ray or whatever.
At a doctor's office?
At a doctor's office.
So it's like part of your checkup.
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. Okay.
And they told me that I would exactly what range I would be in. I ended up being that height.
What the heck?
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if that's true. And it ended up being true.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Kind of crazy. So 180 is about 6 feet. Uh-huh. And they told me 170 to 175, and I'm like 5'9".
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're almost there. You almost hit the...
Yeah.
Are you 5'9"?
I think.
I feel like you're taller.
I got tall energy?
Maybe. I thought you were taller. You always... You look taller.
Thank you. I'm lanky?
Maybe?
Yeah.
You just have long...
Yeah, my grandpa was like, I was as skinny as you growing up. He was like, I was about 30 when I started to, like, get a little bit, more filled out. And he kind of looked at me and he was like, what's going on? Like, you're 30. Like
filled out or like,
yeah, like
gain weight?
I gained weight.
Oh.
And he was like, I think you need to eat more. But
well, I mean, yeah, that does happen. Like everyone says when you're 30, your like metabolism slows down.
For sure.
Has your metabolism slowed down?
Not.
Do you feel it?
Not really. Okay, maybe a little bit. I like had a little bit of like a belly situation. But I just didn't like the way that I was looking.
You didn't feel good about it.
I didn't feel good about myself. And so I was like, nah, this isn't it. So I like worked out and I mostly got rid of it. So yeah.
Okay.
But it was like the weight was gaining in the wrong places that I didn't want it to be.
Mm-hmm. You want to be jacked.
Yeah. Like I feel like my shoulders look a little bit broader now.
Okay. Look at you taking care of yourself.
Yeah, but then I got COVID. Okay, so before COVID, I was working out like every day.
Were you sore every day? So
I was sore every day. Every day I was working out for like an hour. It was nuts. I was like on it.
Yeah.
So I had this internship where we were meeting at 8 in the morning, but it was like a tech internship. And a lot of people in that industry don't like to have their cameras on, especially at 8 in the morning. So I would always turn off my camera and just go to the gym while listening.
Because they never like asked you to talk or anything?
I mean, I would talk like maybe 2 to 3 sentences. So like I would know when it's like close to, when I have to start talking.
Yeah.
So I would like be present then. But the rest of the time for like a whole hour, I was just working out.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So I miss the internship.
Because my time at the gym is...
Yeah. And then I got COVID and then I was like, oh, and then, yeah. But I just haven't gotten back into the routine because, like, I don't want to wake up at 8 if I don't have to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe I feel like that's what you need to do, though.
To like, yeah, dude, I'm so bad at waking up.
Are you a morning workouter? Worky outer? Are you a nighttime?
It feels good to work out in the morning.
Yeah.
But I do it at night just because I don't want to wake up to do it. Like, I don't care that much.
Mm-hmm. You're not that dedicated. You're not going to wake up at 4 in the morning, go on a run, make your smoothie.
Yeah. Like if I'm happy with the way I look, I'm happy.
Yeah. And that's all that.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. How have you been doing on your workout journey?
Yeah, so I feel like my workout journey has just been so all over the place. I feel like when I was single, I was like more committed to it. And I know it's not just about appearance, but I think that's how, this is a long story long. Doesn't need to be this whole tangent.
No, it's okay.
I'm going to. I feel like when I was single, I was more like, I did care about like the vanity and the look of it. And I know that's not what working out is about, but...
Why not?
I mean...
It is for me.
And that's fine. That's okay. I think like, I don't know. I think for me, having that mindset was maybe like more... Because I feel like for me, working out was like, I gotta lose weight. Instead of being like, okay, this is my body and I'm okay with it.
Oh... Yeah, I guess in a way, yeah, I can see that not lasting long and not being healthy.
Because it was like, not that I wasn't eating, but I was definitely more, I guess, mindful. about what I was eating.
Like conscious?
Yeah, like more restrictive about like what I was eating.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think it's just kind of been like, it's been like a journey.
For sure.
Since like, for like these like past couple of years. But I think like, and then a grad school happened, and then I was like working out, but not working as much as I want. So I'm definitely trying to be more intentional about, it doesn't have to be like cardio or, you know, like I don't have to get super sweaty all the time. Like I can even just do yoga. And like, as long as I'm moving my body.
100%. That's how I feel
That's kind of where I'm at.
Sometimes I'll just do like a 10-minute session. And as long as I made the effort and showed up for myself, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, because I think now, like, I view working out, it's like, okay, like, this is, like, good for me, and it's not necessarily about losing weight or, like, getting abs. Because I think that was, like, the mindset I had for a really long time. Like, once, like, I started working out. So I'm just like, I just want to like, feel good. And
yeah. And it helps you be happier.
Yeah.
More movement. I think you die earlier if you're stagnant and have like a desk job.
Oh, so like us.
Yeah, we should be moving.
We should be moving. Always be moving.
Yeah. Shout out Michelle Obama. That was her thing, right?
Yes.
Just
like that slogan, or
no, like she like
the workout initiative.
Yeah,
that was her. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It was Michelle Obama famously.
Yes,
did she famously say "always be moving"?
No.
Yeah, I had another thought about that, but it's
gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
I just wanted to bring it back.
Yeah.
In Korea, they're hella like fitness.
Are they?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like,
have you seen that one reality show?
Squid Games.
No, the Korean one where they are dating on an island.
Oh, I know.
Something Inferno.
Singles Inferno. Yes. I haven't.
Have you seen them? Not a single one was not jacked. It's nuts.
I haven't seen it because I have a thing with subtitles. I have to? Would I have to read subtitles? Bro,
that is the least Asian thing you can say on this podcast episode.
No, okay, this is the thing. I have to... This is the thing. Okay. If it's like a reality show...
Yeah.
Or any like English speaking show, any American show, like I always have subtitles because sometimes like if I'm watching out in the living room and my mom's in the kitchen or something, or like, I don't know, helicopters going...
Yeah. You don't want to miss the dialogue.
I can still at least, like, if I can't hear it, I can still read it.
Yeah.
It's like, what's that meme? It's like, I can't hear when the subtitles are off or whatever. That's also me. And I think it's like, oh, like if it's in English, I can just kind of walk around, do whatever. Like if I can still hear it. But if I watching a show with subtitles, I have to fully be present for it.
Oh, yeah, you can't watch anything else or do anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, no folding laundry.
Yeah, like
no doing dishes.
Yeah, like Al and I, we watched My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
And I like sat for 3 episodes still. And I couldn't do anything else because I had to read the subtitles.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe audiobooks might be a good option.
Yeah, but I also like to like hold the physical book, but then I like don't pick up the book either. Like I've been reading the same book for the past 2-3 years. But I probably do good at audiobooks.
If somebody can DM me some recommendations for books.
Audiobooks,
that would be appreciated. I'm like ripping through them right now.
You are.
Yeah. I revisited the Aragon series. And I stopped when I was younger on the second book. I didn't realize that the third and fourth book came out. So I was like, whoa, and got that done. Then I read this like short story.
Okay.
And now I'm reading Maze Runner.
I like how you're like, I'm reading.
Oh, sorry. I'm listening to Maze Runner. It feels like I'm reading. So somebody's reading to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have any fantasy novels that you like.
Slide into the DIMS.
The DIMS.
I forgot. Oh, you were saying Korea was really jacked, and that's how we got to audio.
Oh, that's right. But
everyone in Singles Inferno is jacked. But
everybody in Korea, they're so It might be like a toxic thing, but they're like really like fitness oriented.
But is it like natural? Are they like
I don't know actually.
Because I feel like, is surgery popular in Korea?
Oh hell yeah, but I don't know if they'd be doing that like Beverly Hills type shit. Cryo.
But I feel like I was watching. I've been binging. Well, not binging, but because I finished. Well, I have been binging because I finished season 3 of Bling Empire, and they were talking about the double eyelid surgery. And I feel like that's kind of the move. Like here, if you want to get double eyelid surgery done, you don't do it here. You do it in Korea.
Oh.
I don't know.
Do people? Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd probably be a lot better at it.
Yeah. And I think it's cheaper.
Probably, because everybody does it.
Sorry, I just like, we're good.
Everybody does the surgery. Everybody wants it, so it's like, I'm sure it's cheaper.
Yeah.
I think some parents give their children double eyelid surgery as a graduation gift. Like that's how like common it is. Kind of a weird, I don't want to say weird, but kind of a strange to me thing.
And is that well, I feel like that could be like a thing that happens here too. Like if you have money and
like what?
Maybe that's just an assumption that I'm making. Like
a very rich people.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's affluent as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a boob job. Offer your graduation gift. Or like a tummy tuck or
yeah.
Oh my god.
That could be a thing. I feel like that might be. I don't know. I obviously don't come for money, but I don't know. I feel like if you have money,
that's an interesting.
That could be something.
Gosh. Yeah. No. I mean, whatever you need to do to feel happy.
Not trying to shit on people who want plastic surgery.
Not at all. But it's wild that might be like a
thing.
Like a graduation gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of nuts.
Yeah. Wow. We went through like a bunch
lot of different topics. And we could keep going.
We could. Do you want to keep going?
No.
Should we move on to our... We can keep going, but we're not going to. Should we move on to our TikTok sound of the week? Okay, I remembered.
Okay.
It's BTS Boy Meets World, but
what?
It's cats meowing BTS Boy Meets World. Yeah.
Yes.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yes, I know
Meow,
that
meow,
one.
meow, meow.
That is also on my reels.
I think that's my favorite.
Whenever I go on Instagram now, I just go straight to the reels.
Yeah?
I don't give a fuck about what everybody else is doing. I just want to see cute animals. I've been wanting to go to Japan, so I've been...
So is that all your algorithm? It's just Japan stuff?
It's like dogs, cats, like funny things. Japan right now. If we could show everybody our DMs, it would be so funny. It's just literally animal reels.
You know, that's like not even half of it because I save stuff, but then I go on a sending spree, and then I think I send you like 7 in a row. I'm like, okay, I gotta dial it back. So I save them, but then I don't send them to you. So I have a bunch.
I send you them as they show up.
Sometimes they're as they show up, but then there's times when it's like, okay, I gotta chill because Jay is gonna open 9+ messages from me.
That is quite a bit.
So I
like the system currently.
Learn to hold it, to kind of like hold it back because I don't want you to be bombarded, but I do bombard you.
Yeah, it'll be I'll send you one, you'll like it, and then like 7 of them at once.
I have no comment. I'm working on it.
I'm really bad at checking my DMs now because like I just look at reels, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done with Instagram, and then I close it. So I'll like take like
that's like
days.
What you need to, because then I want to send you more, but then you don't open them. So I and then I'm like, okay, I'll wait so I can send you more. So
I'll open yours when I send you some, and I'll be like, oh, it's rude to send things without looking at. But I'll see things I'm like, Stephanie needs to see this.
I appreciate you thinking of me.
Yeah.
And they're all very solid.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a bad one.
Yeah. Well.
If you have any suggestions or any topics that you want us to cover,
please.
So we've done 4 episodes and Jay's like, I have no idea. Actually, you said that at 3. with no ideas. So yeah, if you have any suggestions or topics that you want us to discuss, DM us on Instagram at
Please.
Kim and Kwan Pod.
Please.
You can email us at kimandkwanpod@gmail.com.
Please.
Give us a follow on Spotify. I'm trying to be
please.
better about dropping our socials and stuff.
I think
trying to promote us more.
I think you can get
anything
a
else?
new day job.
As
A social media coordinator, director.
thank you, but based off our last post, I don't think so.
Please like our things.
Yeah, follow us. Follow us on Instagram if you haven't already. Follow us on Spotify at Kicking It with Kim and Kwan. Is there anything else?
That's it. Thanks for kicking it.
Thanks for kicking it with us. We'll see you next Wednesday for a new episode.
Bye, besties.
Bye, besties.